Here we have for sale our 2016 on a 16 plate Volkswagen Transporter. This is the T32 T6. The T32 means it's got a 3-ton gross vehicle weight. It is the long wheelbase Highline Kombi. It's got the 2-litre TDI 140 brake horsepower engine with the 6-speed manual gearbox. And what we're going to do is have a little walk around, have a look at the spec that you get on a Highline, and I'll point out a couple of extra little bits that this van has got, and then also we'll have a look at the condition of this van, seeing as it is for sale. So starting at the rear of the vehicle, standard with Highline Kombis like this. When I say Kombi, I mean it's got seats in the back. With a Highline Kombi you get a glazed rear tailgate like this. This one has had the rear spoiler fitted, which you'll see on a lot of transporters, and I think does make a really nice difference to the rear. Of course, you've got the badging on the back here as well, denoting the T32 140 TDI and the Blue Motion technology. You'll see on the colour-coded rear bumper we've actually got rear parking sensors just there. Colour-coded bumper is one of the specifications that you get with a Highline. You also get these 17-inch alloy wheels. These are known as Davenport alloy wheels. They come as standard. These extra roof bars have been added, and as you can see they've also got some crossbars as well, so they do actually have a practical use, not just a styling use. As we come down the side of the vehicle then, we've got the colour-coded door handles, colour-coded wing mirrors, and this particular vehicle has got twin side-loading doors. So normally you'll get a side-loading door on the passenger side, but on a twin side-loading door vehicle you get them on the driver's side as well. If we open that up, that then reveals the rear factory seats. With the twin side-loading doors you get a step, of course, on both sides as well. You get this nice hard-wearing rubber floor mat with the tie-down points. You've also got the rear seats here. This one has got the 2+1 rear seat configuration. That again is actually an optional extra. As standard, these will come with one bench seat, but the 2+1 gives you a little bit more versatility because you can then remove either the single or the double if you so want to, and you can operate them individually. The other thing you can do is by pulling on these tabs. There's one there and there's also one just there. If you pull on these, that allows you to fold down the seats. If I can do this with one hand. Hang on, bear me a second. There we go. So you can actually fold the seats down like so. You can do exactly the same with the other seat over there, and that again allows you to load things over the top of here if you so wanted to. And then once they're in this position, you can pull on these tabs which are down at the bottom there, and that will flip the seats up forward to allow you to release them from the back of the van. And again, then you can use it as a full long wheelbase transporter. So if we come to look into the cab of the vehicle, if we start with the spec on the driver's door, so you get electric windows, you get electric heated mirrors as standard. This one has got the optional extra of folding mirrors as well. You've got the auto activated lights and wipers. This one again has got the optional extra of cab carpet in the front, which is very nice to have. You've also got, if you look at the front seats here, got the double armrest on both seats. These are adjustable using this wheel which is underneath, so you can adjust those to whatever height you like. One of my personal favourite features, makes them very comfortable to drive in. If we look at the mileage there, 31,747 miles. Got the leather multifunctioning steering wheel, so on the right hand side this is where you can control the onboard computer, which is just up there, so you can go through the different screens, etc. And then on the left hand side, this is where you've got the volume controls and everything for the radio just there. If we jump in, you can see when you've just parked the vehicle, it's in the parking sensor display there, so the Park Pilot display, so you can see where objects are in the front and rear of the vehicle. If we go back to the main page there, you can see that we've got DAB radio, and you've also got Bluetooth phone prep as well. This one has got the optional extra of heated front seats, very nice to have. You've got air conditioning, which is a standard feature. You've then got heated windscreen, USB port. You've got multiple 12-volt sockets. You've got one up there, and another one just down there as well. Of course, with this vehicle we've got all the wallet and everything, and as you can see we've got 2 spare keys. We've got a full remote, and we've also got the what some people call the surf key, which hasn't got the buttons on it. As I mentioned, it's a 6-speed manual gearbox, which goes very nicely with the 140 brake horsepower engine. Plenty of power there, and economy as well. If we keep going around the front, as I mentioned, you get the colour-coded wing mirrors. You also then get the colour-coded front bumper. This one has got the optional extra front parking sensors. They come as standard with rear, but this one's got the optional extra of front parking sensors. And you also get front fog lights just there. To talk about the condition, of course, it is a used vehicle, and it is 4.5 years old. So there are, if you look, if I'm being hypercritical, just down the wing there, if you can see that in the reflection, some very, very minor little dents just there. There's a couple just back there, again quite minor, you can see a little mark there. But on the whole, that is a very presentable Transporter. Of course, as I say, remember, it is a used commercial vehicle. If we open up the passenger door, we can have a look. As I say, it gives you another aspect then of the condition inside here. Seats are all in very good order, no tears, cigarette burns, anything like that. All in good order there. You can turn off the passenger airbag if you like, if you're carrying children. If you open up the passenger side loading door, again, this gives you another aspect then into the rear. We can have a look at the rear seats. You also then got this little control here, and that allows you to fold the seat forward like so. That gives you easier access into the rear of the van. And as I say, on the side loading doors as well, you've got the glazed opening windows. And then finally, if we open up the rear tailgate, we can have a look at the spec inside here. So Transporter, you can hear the parking sensors going off. In the back of Transporters, you get these grey cardboard-like panels. So that's all the factory lining in the back. Great to stop condensation and things like that on the roof lining. As I mentioned before, you've got the nice hard wearing but slightly soft rubber flooring there. Plenty of tie-down points. You've also got the toolkit just there as well. If you'd like to inquire on this van, feel free to give us a call on either of the numbers listed there at the bottom of the sign. We can arrange finance at very competitive rates, starting as low as 7.9% APR, and we can also take cars or vans in part exchange also. Thank you very much for watching.